Amazon seems to be aware that many of their employees might be having a difficult financial situation as we roll into the holidays, and they have a solution. But it is not to pay them more, at the very least, not significantly more than they're already making. Instead, they have this thing where they're telling their employees that if you're having a hard time, you can write a letter to the company mascot, and maybe they will make your Christmas dreams come true. Here's a photo that was leaked by More Perfect US on Twitter, which you should definitely follow. So this is letters to Pecky, I think it is. And what it says is, are you or someone you know facing financial hardship this holiday season? Pecky wants to help. Write a letter to Pecky. If the Pecky team selects you, stop saying Pecky, by the way. That is way too many Peckies inside of one paragraph. I know that you want to make Pecky a thing, but Pecky is not a thing. Anyway, some of your holiday wishes could come true. So Pecky is that orange smear or whatever, both the mascot for Amazon and their cultural ambassador. And here's what the director of HR at Amazon had to say about Pecky and this program. He's called Pecky because he represents our peculiar ways. We call ourselves at Amazon very peculiar. Is that written by a human? What is going on with it? What is going on with any of this right now? But basically, they know that people are struggling, that they have to work insane hours under difficult conditions and for not enough pay. And like you'd expect from virtually any corporation, let alone one as large and powerful as Amazon, the solution from the point of view of the corporation is not going to be to alleviate people's financial hardship by raising their pay and benefits and giving them more time off. Instead, it's enter into effectively a sweepstakes so that the mascot helps you. Maybe it'll help some people and maybe they will appreciate the experience. But from a mile high view, this seems pretty condescending. But Yaz, what do you think?
I hate Pecky. I hate that's his name, and I hate the explanation behind the name because I was like, what is Pecky? Like, is that like a package thing? Like, I don't know. But it's peculiar, which is not as fun as like Austin and Portland have Stay Weird, and at Apple, like you got to be like an innovative fool. You got to challenge all kinds of conventions and things like that. And peculiar, I don't know if that has kind of the same energy as those other slogans. And I don't think naming your mascot Pecky, especially when Pecky is like not even a thing. He's not like a monster. He's not like an animal. He's a nothing. If he was an Amazon box, that would have been more appropriate. It would have made more sense to me. But I feel like that's not the point of this story, is what the actual mascot is and what his name is. But it's just another example of a company being so out of touch with its employees, but also not caring about its employees and not caring about how this comes across. I don't know. I would be very hard pressed if somebody told me that all of the executives at Amazon who thought this was a good idea thought that this was going to go over well, right? Like someone in that boardroom had to say, this is not going to go over well. This is not a good look. This is not going to, make our employees more happy. They had to know that. And if they don't know that, then why are they executives? And why am I not one of those executives instead? Pay me all the money and I will do a better job than all of this. They couldn't even have people emailing the actual executives, right? They had to send it to some nebulous, inbox that, it's never going to be found. No one's ever going to read it. We're telling you that you're emailing a non-human, right?
Yeah.
So like nothing's going to come from it. And even as a way of like pacification or just appeasement to employees, it's not going to work. Why would they think that that would work?
Yeah, it looks bad. And by the way, that email is pecky@pecky.net, everyone. I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know what the mascot's supposed to be. Like, it could be a box. I think if you want to really sell the concept of working for Amazon, it should be a plastic bottle filled with yellow liquid. But anyway, yeah, it seems like they should have been able to predict that this would not be received well. They did put out a statement saying this was a well-intentioned holiday giving initiative that received a lot of positive feedback from employees. However, our team is aware of the potential negative perception. What are you talking about potential? You're only putting out this statement because the reception was negative. So don't talk about hypotheticals. And apologize to anyone who may have been offended. Yeah, they might be offended by that. They might be offended, especially that they are still struggling when Amazon profits nearly tripled as the company reported over $140 billion in revenue. They make so much money. And what you get is crumbs from Pecky. Thanks a lot, Amazon.